What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? And welcome to another week of Journey of a Jackass. And I am your host, Daya Shakur. Man, listen, y'all see what my shirt says right here, right? Solo cruising. You know what I'm saying? Come say hi. So tonight is going to be all about cruising. Y'all know how much I love cruising. Y'all know about the things I like to do on cruising, some of the stories I've told about cruising, you know? So we're gonna talk. I think we have the expert on here tonight. Coach Cruise himself is gonna be joining me tonight, right? Coach Cruise, Mr. Brad Dowling is gonna be joining me tonight on the show. And we're gonna have a very, very detailed conversation about cruising and what it's like, especially for all y'all that's really scared to go out there. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well and stuff like that. Now, there have been logistical delays with my canned food drive. I'm going to tell y'all more about it when I get to the community events after the interview. But there have been some logistical delays. So the canned food drive is still going on, but there have been logistical delays. Now, that's one. Two, I hope all y'all kids had a good spring break and y'all just didn't have them sitting in the house or they actually took them somewhere. I hope so. And I hope they weren't outside causing pandemonium. I know y'all good for that. Just let them go run free. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you got to be some accountability somewhere. Hope everybody not playing with your kids. All right. Now, with that being said, y'all know how much I like to cruise. Y'all know things that I like to do. I got a very, very special person on here tonight. But before we get to any of that, right? Story time with me. Now, I'm sorry I didn't give y'all story time last week, but y'all know I've come on here every week. I told you stories about how I was in the streets, how my military stories, you know what I'm saying? The wild stories from cruising, the wild stories in my life, you know what I'm saying? Everything, right? So I think it is suitable, it's fit to tell you assholes about another cruise story, right? So I cruise solo. Now I got some of the fellas come out there with me for my birthday. They, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get their own room though. We don't be doing none of that. All right. So everybody get their own room. So you know, I've had females trying to go out there with me, stuff like that, but they feel they don't appreciate the trip. If you ain't got to pay for nothing, they don't appreciate the trip, right? So I was like, no, you ain't going unless you like we've been going together for a long time, or you my wife or something, right? But other than that, and I ain't got no wife, and if we ain't going together like that, you ain't going, all right? So the last chick I took on a cruise, this was some years ago, years ago, all right? So we was out there, man, we was having fun, everything. This is another one of my reckless trips. It was another one of my reckless trips. So we was out there, we was having fun. It started out that way, right? This was the first mistake I made. I didn't have the drink package, right? So we just out there drinking unlimited. They not cutting you off. They not cutting you off. As long as you spending money, they're not cutting you off, right? So, man, we was out there having a good time, drinking. I was talking about having a great time till the alcohol kick in. Everybody's not a good cruise person, and everybody can't handle their liquor. I put it to you like that, right? I put it to you like that. I was like, hey, man, I would tell her, I said, hey, you're drunk. You're drunk. You're just sitting here staring at people now. Maybe you need to go sit down, take a nap. This was on disembarkation day. We just barely made it past the sail away. We was at this sail away party, everybody doing the wobble and stuff like that. That's what Carnival was doing, the real good music doing the sail aways. So anyway, we up there. It get to the point where she's so drunk, she's just staring at people. So I'm like, oh man, this is not gonna be good, right? This is not gonna be good at all. So I told people about the last chick I took out there, but I didn't tell the full scope of things, right? So I'm gonna get to the part that I didn't tell y'all. So we get out there, we drinking, we having a good time. You know, she said, I am gonna go take a nap. She leaves, she goes to take a nap. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna party by myself. I'm the human party man. Everybody knows me. Bald-headed whole shit is my mantra, right? So we out there having a good. I'm out there having a good time without her and stuff like that. I walked into the room. That's the last place I saw her, right? I go back to the room to check on her. She's not there. I'm like, oh, what is going on, right? So I'm walking around the ship. I look, I find her sitting at the bar. I said, I thought you was going to the room, sit down. So I went there for a second and the room started spinning. So I said, why are you still out here drinking, right? So I said, come on, you need to start drinking water, getting stuff. This is no disembarkation day. So she goes to the room. She lays down, goes to sleep at like 8 o'clock, right? Done for the night, drunk, done for the night. She goes in there, gets in the bed, goes to sleep. She goes to sleep. I come to life. There were a lot of women that got satisfied on this trip. I don't know if she was one of them. There were plenty of other ones that got satisfied on this trip. I enjoyed her going to sleep early, right? So this is the part that I left out on the last trip, right? So we get to like day 3, because it was a 6-day trip. We get to like day 3. And we went out, we hung out all day in the heat, drinking, get back on the ship, drinking, having a good time. So, oh man, I'm going to the room. Okay, come on, go ahead, baby. Go to the room, because I've already found my niche. I'm out there doing me, right? So we get out there, she goes to the room, stuff like that. And it gets about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I go back to the room, she's not there. I'm like, what is going on? Where is she at? I'm like, dang, all right. So I was like, fuck it, she'll make it back. Like, if she will make it back. She makes it back to the room. She fell asleep. She fell asleep upstairs, outside somewhere. I was like, okay, cool. And why did you even leave the room when you was that drunk? So we get to, it was like we had like 2 nights left. It was the night before the last night. We was at sea. And while we was at sea, she did it again. Got drunk. Like, man, I'm going to the room. I said, okay, cool. Just make sure you stay in the room. If you're going to be drunk like this, she was like walking against the walls and everything. Got to the point where I had to throw on my shoulders, all that stuff. So when we get to the room, I said, okay, this is the bar I'm going to be at. Do you know I'm going to the club? So, okay. I said, find me first if you're going to leave the room. So, okay. I go down there. I'm sitting at the alcohol bar drinking, having a good time, talking to people, laughing, cracking jokes. Then I look over my shoulder, and guess what I see? Her ass being escorted by security to the goddamn drunk tank. I was like, what is going on? So I see her, I seen him, right? So I followed downstairs, like, man, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Please don't put her off. We was almost back to the point. I said, don't keep her down here. I'm here, right? What's going on? She was in the room, drunk, hallucinating, throwing stuff off the ship. Boom, boom, boom. And people was complaining about it because it was landing on the lower decks. So I was like, what are you doing? Why were you doing that? She's like, I don't remember doing it. Blah, blah, blah. You can smell the alcohol coming out her pores. They said, sir, we're going to have to detain her, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I said, no, man, please don't do that right there. So I sat there and I talked to them. They gave my information, gave her information, stuff like that, right? Once I gave them the information, they come in the room. They took our balcony handle off, couldn't open it no more. I was pissed off about that. Couldn't open it no more. And because I like the fresh air, I like sleeping with the door or sleeping on the balcony, you get the fresh air in. Not no more, right? They come in there, they said, well, if you're responsible for her, you got to stay with her. Or we're going to place security outside of your room. I looked at them. I said, shit, place security outside the room. I paid for this trip. I'm going to have fun, right? They said that is an option. I said, okay, cool. They took her up to the room. Dude was sitting right there in front of the chair, right there the whole time. I go downstairs. I go to the club a little bit. And I go back up there to check on her. She's in there causing a ruckus. 2 security guards was in there holding her down when I got in there. I was like, oh, no, we ain't doing this no more, ever again. What is going on? She's like, sir, she was in here. We just heard stuff moving around. We know what's going on. Her suitcase was all busted open all over the place. I was like, hell no, never again. So they said, sir, we're going to need you to stay with her or we want to put her downstairs. I was like, man, look. So I stayed in there, and she was sitting there like, I really wasn't doing that. I said, look at the room. Look at the room. I said, okay, cool. We sitting there. I brought some beers and liquor in there with me. So I was sitting there drinking like, yeah, blah. Let me have some. I was like, fuck no, you can't have none. So they took all of her information. This is another reason why she can't cruise with me no more. Carnival banned her. Carnival banned her because of her behavior, throwing stuff off the ship. And apparently she got violent with the people, and you get banned for that. So she got banned for that. When we got in the car, it was a rough trip for her. I was smashing hoes. She got banned. And then when we got in the car to go home, I broke up with her. I didn't say a word. I said, you know this is over with, right? She looked at me and put her head down and said, well, can we stop at the store? I said, no, stopping at the store is what got you in this place. And that was the last time I took the chick with me. That's the part I left out. That was the last time I took a chick with me on the trip. And that's why I'm still outside doing bald-headed old shit by myself. And that's story time with me. Yeah. I know. And after that, my experiences escalated. They did. I started meeting all great people, best friends. I started meeting people that hit me up. They just want to cruise. You know what I'm saying? Like all good people. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. But since we talk about cruising, man, I got the cruise guru on here. This man, Coach Cruise. He is the cruising.
Hey, where'd you go? I'm in the show, but I'm solo. What's going on, Daya? Come on back into the show here. This is an unusual introduction here for me. It's the first time I've had to introduce myself, so I see a black screen. I'm hoping that it becomes a full color screen here in just a second. But hello, everybody. I don't know if this part's gonna make it onto the show or this will be edited out or whatever. But yeah, I'm Coach Cruise. I was laughing at the story time that I'm sure all of you were laughing at as well. I've definitely had a few stories of my own, but I'm just going to. I got a little beverage here. I'm gonna have a couple sips, and we're gonna wait for Dia to get back here, and be the host of the show here. So, cheers, everybody.
Okay, there you go. I'm back.
Okay.
There you go. I'm back.
You're making me nervous. I got to host a show myself on Tuesday nights, and it was like that, on the radio when you get that dead air and everybody starts going crazy.
Yeah. I'm back. So what happened was,
do me like that.
somebody dropped in, and I guess they called like 3 or 4 times, and then it just went boom. I was like, what is going on? So Now listen, Coach, I know you've had some experience like that. I've had some fun times. I have some crazy times. I have some wild times cruising, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's honestly, I don't even know. I mean, but I was just laughing at your story. Your story was a good one. I don't know if I can compete with that, but I will say, you got it and hit the nail on the head with the fact that some people can handle their liquor and some people can't.
Yes, and she was one. And look, Coach, and she was a drinker. Like at home, I was like, she would get off of work, and I used to tell her all the time, I'm like, man, she would come home smelling like she was drinking Smirnoff. I'm like, you were going to happy hour after work? What's going on?
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, we can't do this anymore.
No, yeah. I feel you on that. Like, I've been with a few people, and then like once they start drinking too much, it just makes it uncomfortable for everybody.
Especially when we got off the island. One of our stops was Cozumel, And Cosmel, it was at one point in time, she was laying like face down in the sand. Like I had to turn her over.
Damn.
I was like, what are you doing? No more for you. No more for you.
Well, I mean, I guess there's worse places to die. But, if you're going to die on a I don't know if I want to die from suffocation from inhaling sand, but
yeah, I just looked at it and I took a picture. I was like, oh, we're gonna remember this, but I'm gonna remember it. So it kind of took the fun out of it because she was getting too inebriated. It was like that. I felt like I was babysitting, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then and I don't want to sound fucked up, but if she died right there in that sand.
Oh, you froze there a little bit.
You heard me?
Yeah, you froze just for a second, but yeah, I got it. Yeah. No, people get crazy on ships like when they had too much to drink. I remember I was dancing with this girl one time in a club, and she was, she was twerking a little bit and having a good time, and I was having a good time, obviously. And so she had come on the ship with a friend of hers, and the friend, I guess, had invited her, and her friend was mad, and she told other people she came with that she was mad because this girl had started to, hang out with me a little bit, instead of hanging out with her, and so she got mad about that. So then one of these people that's an associate of one of her friends, we're leaving out the club or whatever, and she starts calling this girl all kinds of nasty names.
Oh, come on.
Nastiest of names, and I'm just like, like, you don't even know her. Like, who the hell are you? Whatever. And I mean, I didn't even say anything that bad to her, but she's one of these type of women. She had her husband next with her, and then, I mean, I think he was in an awkward place or whatever. But they waited for us we had both stopped at the bathroom by the casino, and we came out of there. So they like stalked us, waiting for us to come out the bathroom. And then when I come out, that's when I hear, calling all these names. And that's when I said something to her. I was like, I don't know you. Like, why are you talking to her? Like you don't even know her.
Yeah.
What's about? And I swear I didn't say anything very bad at all. And we walked away, because the girl's like, no, come on, let's just go, whatever. And so we started walking away. And then I think the wife told her husband, like, how are you going to let him talk to me like that or whatever?
Oh, yeah, see? Yeah,
So the dude walks up from behind's like, hey, man, like, I mean, I think he got pressured into trying to say something to me.
Yeah.
And that's one of this first time I'm admitting this on TV. So.
Here's the place to do it.
but it was in the middle of the casino. It was late, obviously, because the club had, had closed down or whatever. And I was like, dude, I didn't say nothing to your woman that warranted you coming up to me. I was like, you better get that, F out of my face.
Yeah.
Because, I will break your goddamn skull.
Yeah.
And there was a security there, and the security kind of stepped in, and like he was trying to talk to me, and we just walked away at that point. But yeah,
they was hating. The friend was trying to get her back beat out, and they was hating on you, man.
Like it's like I mean, I don't know. I think like fighting on ships is stupid.
It's dumb.
But you know what? I mean, I got to admit, in that moment, like I was a little upset. This dude's gonna come up to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to be like a, kind of a peacemaker. Whatever. Like, why are you gonna talk to her? And walking away and everything else like that, and then you're gonna follow me?
Yeah, that's dumb.
You stalked us all the way out the club, followed us into a damn bathroom, waited for us to come out, and then. And then followed us again to say something. It's like, come on.
No, yeah, that's dumb. And I can tell you, and I tell people this all the time, when people start arguing, especially the younger people, I'm like, you're going to let this 1 minute of emotion mess you up for the rest of your life. Once they ban you, you can never come back to the cruise line. And then now they get to a point, depending on the port you go from, they try to make it so you can't cruise at all anymore. If they give you to Port Authority, you can't cruise anymore at all.
No, and that's a great example because those people I didn't even know.
Yep.
And I tell, like, I'm a teacher, that's my job in real life. But that's why I tell the kids too, is like if you lose something that's important to you for some stupid ass people, then who's the loser? Who won? They embarrassed the hell out of you. Because if you get into a fight or something like that, and it's like you say, now you got banned from cruising, you just fought some damn fools that got under your skin a little bit, and then you got into a fight or something like that. At the end of the day, you don't get to cruise no more. And what lesson did they get taught? They didn't get taught a lesson. They're going to be the same idiots they always were.
Yep. And then they take you to the same place to process you. Then they take you to your room, and you just stuck there. Can't even come out anymore. Can't drink anymore. They cut the drink package off. All that. I seen that with couples too. It was this lady, and this lady, I'm talking about, she was a snagger-tooth lady from Kentucky. Snagger-tooth. I was like, and she was just out there just giving it up to people. She was in our cruise group, the Facebook cruise group, and she apologized to everybody that seen what went on. But her husband walked in the room and caught her having sex with the best friend, the other husband. And it was like they went up as two married couples, and he was like, and then a big old fight broke out in the hallway. It was right in front of my door. I was like, man, y'all cut it out. Security came, all you was scuffling all in the hallway. I was like, now y'all about to go to jail. Oh well. And then I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you noticed this, but cruising on Carnival, the later the day gets, the bigger the security guards get now. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed that.
Not so much. I mean, I don't go to the club quite as often as I used to. I still go, but they don't often. But I imagine like
they don't put the small ones in there.
Yeah, anywhere where it's super late at night and there's a lot of drinking involved, that's where most of the security should be, honestly, because I mean that's most likely to be trouble. I mean, you get people that are, got boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives. There's a lot of drinking. There's a lot of sexuality, whatever. That creates a lot of friction.
It does.
Can create some angry moments and things like that. So
that's why I tell people that, like, because I've been cruising for so long. I tell people, like, if you go out there and your relationship is not in a good place before you go, do not go.
Yeah.
Do not go. It's not going to be a good trip at all.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah. So Coach, man, I know you was in here telling people who you are before I dropped off, man. So tell everybody who you are, how long you been cruising, stuff like that.
All right. So I'm no longer married now, but a while back, several years ago, way back in 2004, I got married, and I was teaching at that time, and I was working on a master's degree, and I had this lady that was in my cohort or whatever for this master's program, and she had just come back from Alaska. And I thought, like a lot of people do about Alaska now that don't know Alaska and cruising and everything, I thought, like, damn, why would you want to go somewhere it's all cold and there's penguins and there's icebergs and there's, like all this other stuff. And she's like, no, it's not like that. Like, it's beautiful there. It's warm there, in the summertime. It's a beautiful place. Like, you will not believe how beautiful this is. I mean, there's whales, there's eagles flying everywhere, whatever. And she convinced me, like, okay, damn, I want to do that for our honeymoon. So that was my first cruise ever. I did Alaska, and honest to God, I mean, to this day, some of the most memorable moments I've ever had cruising were on that ship. That very first cruise I ever did. I mean, I had an eagle on a branch about 3 feet away from me, like a mature full bald eagle just sitting there, and I was like 2 feet away from it, in its natural habitat and everything. I mean, the whales everywhere, the eagles flying around like pigeons, going up next to an iceberg. That's when the ships used to go like right beside the iceberg. And you just like on National Geographic where all that ice is breaking and falling into the water and everything else like that. And we had a balcony. We're sitting out there on our balcony drinking mimosas next to a glacier with ice falling and stuff like that into the ocean and everything. And then, I mean, the air quality and everything is just like
beautiful. So yeah, and look, Coach, I lived in Alaska for 3 years. I lived in Fairbanks for 3 years.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you know better than anybody.
In Fort Wainwright for 3 years, and I had to take the ferry up there, and that was the first time I actually seen bears on the coast. I seen bears on the coast. I seen the porpoises. Whales. I seen everything. Like, it was beautiful. The Bald Eagle Reserve is in Haines. Like, it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Did you ride on one of them dog sleds? Did you get to ride
on? I didn't, but I did get a chance to go to Mount McKinley. I climbed Mount McKinley. I did the whitewater rafting in the Denali. I did the salmon run, but we caught it at the end. When you get up to Fairbanks, all the fish are dead. We did it. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I went to Barrow, the most northern city in the world. Went to Barrow, stayed at the best top of the world, Best Western. The water up there was like, it was so cold it looked dark, like it was like black.
So you saw? Did you get to see the Northern Lights and all that?
All the time. And then in the summertime, it was beautiful, 80 to 85 degrees year round, 24 hours of daylight. And because the sun moves like this up there, it goes around like that. But yeah, the Northern Lights in the wintertime, home of the high noon moon. The sun comes up around like noon, it's back down by like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah, so like in the summertime, that would always trip me out when I go on an Alaskan cruise, because I'll be walking outside and it'll be like 10 o'clock at night and it's still daylight. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's 10 o'clock at night. Half the people in the world are already asleep and it's still daylight here.
Yep. And then we being in the military, there were a few times we would invite people over on Saturday for barbecue, and we would be having fun. In the middle of the summer, we just lose track of time, and then next thing you know, Sunday night football is coming on. Sunday night football comes on at 4 o'clock, at 3, 4 o'clock. So I'm like, what is going on? We've been up for 24 hours just drinking and partying and having a good time. I was like, because the sun don't go down.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. That's a unique place and a cool place to be stationed. So, and thank you for your service, by the way. I actually was watching one of your previous videos where you were talking trash with a Navy buddy. Army Navy game.
Yeah.
I was laughing about that because we know how that is, when we talk trash about each other's football teams and baseball teams and all that kind of stuff. So, I got the worst team in the NFL, but we also got the number 1 pick. So we're going to go ahead and take Mendoza, and he's going to go ahead and turn around the franchise, and we're going to be all right.
No. Now, let me tell you, thank you for your service as a teacher as well, because y'all are the unsung heroes of this country.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's moments for sure.
And now, if they had so much faith in Mendoza, they wouldn't have paid all that money to Kirk Cousins.
No, they didn't pay no money to Kirk Cousins. No. See, that's the thing. They didn't pay no money to Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, you know how much the Raiders are paying Kirk Cousins this year? $1.3 million. That's the veteran minimum.
Yeah, on it.
And then next year, as a going away present, he gets $10 million, which $10 million in the NFL and nothing. So basically, we're paying a good backup price, but it's a smart move because you got a guy, Kirk Cousins, he already knows this system that Kubiak's running.
Yep.
So he can help teach the kid, he can help Mendoza. And it is smart, because you had Mahomes on the bench. You had Aaron Rodgers on the bench for a couple years, and those guys obviously turned out great. I'm not saying Mendoza is going to be Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying that. But the fact that, if he's on the bench for a few games, or even if he's on the bench for the whole year, if he's on the bench for the whole year, that's a really good thing for the Raiders, because that means we're in playoff contention. Because no way they're going to let Cousins start the whole year unless we're like fighting for a playoff spot. So if Cousins were to be the quarterback for the whole year, then that just means the Raiders went from the worst team in the NFL to a team fighting for a playoff spot. And that's not so bad either.
I think the AFC West is going to be the best conference in football this year. Every team has got better. The Chiefs got better. The Chargers, the Broncos is going to be the team to beat. If Bo Nix didn't get hurt last year, they would have went to the Super Bowl and won it.
I still don't believe in Bo Nix. Like, he's a serviceable quarterback, but I don't believe like he's a stud quarterback. He reminds me of like when Trent Dilfer made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I feel like if he goes to a Super Bowl, he's going to be the next Trent Dilfer. You know, they'll be like, oh, well, Bo Nix won a Super Bowl, so why can't this guy win a Super Bowl?
Why can't you go? He did it. Because they was doing that with Eli Manning. Like if Eli Manning could do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Eli Manning is better than Bo Nix, but yeah, I did kind of feel that way about Eli Manning. I didn't feel like he was that great of a quarterback, you know.
Nick Foles, if Nick Foles could do it, why can't anybody else do it?
Well,
he's another one.
I see you're a Redskins fan.
Oh yeah, of course, die hard.
So I know you don't like my guy Marcus Allen because Marcus Allen just ran. Marcus Allen just did y'all dirty in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. And look, it was
a long time ago though. But
that was one of the very first football games I can remember watching. Literally, and my dad was yelling at the TV.
And he was.
Yeah.
Y'all had some beef back in the day when I was growing up. You had some guys I still remember the names of, even though I'm not a Redskin. You got Art Monk. That dude was wide receiver until he was like 56 years old.
Darryl Green played till he was almost 40.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Theismann, obviously, John Riggins. You guys had a place kicker that was the NFL record holder for the longest time. Mark Mosley, I think his name was.
Yep, Mark Mosley. Yep,
You had all the hogs on the offensive line and everything.
Yeah, the posse receiving core. Yeah.
Yeah, the Redskins, that's a storied franchise right there. What do you guys call? Oh, you're the Commanders now. I forgot. You guys are always going to be the Redskins to me, but.
Me too. Always and forever. This team, I'm going to tell you right now. So it was good that we let Daniel Snyder go, but this team is not going to be good until we get a good, sturdy coach. I never liked the Dan Quinn hire. Hopefully he's gone next year and we bring in Mike Tomlin. I think that'd be a good pickup for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, the Steelers.
That's what I think.
The Steelers, you know, I got some friends that are diehard Steeler fans, and they were fine with Tomlin going. I'm like, damn. I'm like, this dude never had a losing season.
Nope.
And they're like, yeah, but you know, we're like just mediocre. We're mediocre all the time. But I don't care. Like, they need to, like, Steelers fans need to suffer.
Yeah.
Like Raiders fans and Redskins fans have suffered with 3-win seasons, 4-win seasons, 5-win seasons, and then they'll begin to appreciate a head coach that never had a losing season.
They never had a losing, and went to the playoffs.
Realize, like, damn, maybe you know, 10-8 wasn't 10-7 wasn't so bad, you know. Like,
they're going to get that with McCarthy. They're going to get that with McCarthy. They're going to get 4-win seasons, 3-win seasons. They're going to get that with him. Now, Coach, let me ask you this, right? So, since you're an admitted cruiser, so I'm sure you're a platinum cruiser, right? With Carnival.
Well, I'm diamond, but
you're okay. So
I stand strong with the platinum cruisers, though.
I'm a platinum cruiser, and I'm not going to make it before September 1st. Man, how do you feel about the changes being made to that program?
Well, I mean, I know you follow my channel, so you already know, but I blasted Carnival over and over to the point where a lot of my followers is like, damn, Coach, you know, hit the brakes a little bit. Carnival's going to ban you because you're just talking too bad about them.
Yep.
But no, I mean, it's bullshit. It's straight up.
It is. And so this is my thing right here, right? So I have over 100 days at sea. I'm over 20 cruises. And then you're telling me that after a couple of years, I'm going to go back in the pool with people that only have 25, 30 days at sea. Yeah. And I'm going to work for that. That doesn't make sense to me. They could have grandfathered us in. Like remember I had told you how we broke it down, how they could have made the days longer and stuff like that.
Right. I got a buddy of mine. I was just watching one of his videos the other day, Island Time, and he was making the argument. Well, he wasn't even making an argument. He was just pointing out the fact that Carnival came out and that their revenue was still good. Everything was still good with them, despite, everybody being up in arms about them changing this policy and everything. My stance has always been, you know what, Carnival, they will, because there's so many people getting introduced to cruising and new cruisers and everything, that there's so many people that can come to a value brand like Carnival and not give a damn about loyalty,
about status or loyalty,
because they don't even know what it's about. They're just like, oh, I want to go on a cruise. Oh, Carnival's got a good deal. Like, I'll go on Carnival, and then they're going to get a bunch of new cruisers that way. So Carnival might maintain the level of revenue that they're currently getting. But my argument has always been like, why wouldn't you want more business?
Yeah,
like,
that's right. Yeah.
Cruisers, keep those people in the house, keep bringing on new people, keep building more ships and more ships and more ships, more money, more money, more money. Like, why wouldn't you want more money?
And I agree with that point. Let me tell you, I agree with that point so much. So one of my things, right? So when I started, it was just me and one other person. Now when I go, like, especially on my birthday trip, it could be up to 20 of us, right? So if I say for next year for my birthday, I'm going on MSC World America because MSC matches Carnival status. Yeah. If I say I'm going on MSC next year, those 20 people are coming with me. They're not going to be on Carnival. Right. So yeah, they're missing out. I'm already venturing off. I've already tried all the other cruise lines, right? I'm going on Norwegian again in June. Virgin is becoming more and more attractive, even though there are a lot of things about it I don't like, but there are things that I do like. MSC is really, really all the Carnival Platinum people in with their destinations, their dates, their ship types, and them matching the status. Right? And I don't think Carnival is really paying attention to that. But like you said, I agree with that. They are with new cruises. You go on these short 3 or 4 day cruises or these 5-day cruises. I did on the Sunrise, and I met a chick on the Sunrise, and I was talking to her. She said, "You got a room by yourself?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, let me run in my room and get some stuff, right?" Because the cruise is only $394. You can't beat that for a 5-day cruise going to the Bahamas, right? So I said, "Okay, cool, let's go." I go to a room. It's 4 of them piled up in there. So they paid like $120, $130 a piece to be in there, and they're going to continue to do that. Right. Yeah, instead of moving on because they don't care. They just want to be out there for the fun.
Right. Yeah, and you know what? Since you brought up that topic, I'm doing MSC also this summer with Alaska. But since you've done multiple cruise lines, I've been almost strictly loyal to Carnival, in large part because of the casino deals that they give me, because I lose enough money in their casinos. They're like, "Come on back, dumbass, lose some more money. Here's a free cruise. Here's a cheap cruise, whatever." But I mean, where do some of these other cruise lines, because one of the great things about Carnival, their crew is amazing.
Yep.
The friendly, fun, like have personalities, everything else like that. Their cruise directors are fun. Yeah. I have personal friends. Like, I don't know if you ever cruised with Cookie, but Cookie's one of my
Cookie. Listen, Cookie was one of the best. Him, the Flying Scotsman. There's some other ones too. But Cookie, he starts the party and he keeps it going the whole time.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try to get him on my show because him, Matt Mitchum, and Schwartz, they're all getting on a Margaritaville ship in May. And so I might have at least Cookie. Cookie's like, "Hey, I gotta clear this with Margaritaville, make sure it's cool." But yeah, I might have him, and he's like, "Well, maybe you could have all 3 of us on." And I'm like, "That's my guy, Cookie." We're cruise directors and things like that. Like, I feel like a lot of these other cruise lines don't give their cruise directors the same freedom that Carnival has given them to like open up the fun and the deck parties and everything else. So can you speak to that, like on the difference on these other cruise lines by comparison to Carnival and things?
Well, I can tell you, Carnival is definitely the fun ship. It is the fun ship. Certain, like for instance, Virgin don't have cruise directors. They give you a list of things going on, but there's no set cruise director, right? The entertainment on Norwegian is mid, MSC, it's hit or miss. But when it comes, like you said, when it comes to like the cruise directors and the entertainment value, Carnival is hands down it. Now, food quality is better on other ships. Some of the ports, right? Some of the ports are better for other ships. Like, for instance, Carnival will beat you to death with Cozumel and Celebration Key. They will beat you to death with those two ports, right?
Yeah.
The other cruise lines don't do that. You get Tortolo, you get St. Martin's, you get Antigua, you get ports like that, right?
Antigua's a good one. Carnival used to go to Antigua.
Yeah, they don't do it anymore. And I remember the St. Martin, St. Thomas, and what was the third stop on there? It wasn't Antigua, but it was St. Thomas, St. Martin's, and I think it was Tortola. I think it may have been Tortola, but they and then they just stopped going there, and then now they force feed you every trip you take from Miami or Orlando. Celebration Key included. They want to make their money back. Yeah. Now MSC, I can tell you, when you do their overnight, you know how if you do 2 nights in one port, like when I did LA, I went to Cabo on Carnival, right? You have to take the tender and get back on the ship, and the ship leaves the port, and then it sails around, and it comes back to the port the next day. MSC, they dock, and they have a beach party at night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's stuff like that. It's differences like that. Now, are the people going to be loud and stuff? The ships are quiet. The ships are quiet. Believe me, the ships are quiet. But there are other things too. Virgin, Norwegian have solo cruiser rooms, right? Where you don't have to pay the full price for the double the price for rooms. Like the cruise I'm going on the Norwegian Luna in June. The Luna is their newest ship, and I'm going on that June. And then they have a solo rooms for solo cruisers, and they have a solo cruisers lounge with bottomless beer, food, and all that stuff. TVs, all in it, everything, sofas, none of it. That area is strictly for solo cruisers.
Right.
Yes, they have rooms like that on Virgin as well.
Yeah, no, that is good, and that is an argument that I've heard a lot of users upset about, is the fact that they always have to pay double occupancy and everything else like that. So hopefully with some of these newer ships, they're changing it up and they get some solo rooms and things like that. But yeah,
it's smart.
I feel like Carnival is one of the least, at least lately, in terms of listening to their customer. If they had listened to their customer, they would not have done this dumbass loyalty plan, or they might have done the rewards thing that they're doing. Like I feel like that has some good qualities about it, but what I feel like needs to be done is they need to intertwine the rewards program with the loyalty program. It's like I have some followers that are platinum. And I mean, they've been cruising Carnival. We're not talking about 5-6 years. We're talking about 15, 20, 25 years, that they've been cruising with Carnival, but maybe they've only been doing like 1 cruise, 2 cruises a year because, they're on a fixed budget, or that's all their family could do while they were working, whatever the case may be. But the fact is they were loyal to Carnival.
Yep.
And Carnival, you are just an asshole.
But
if you were going to push all these people to the side and just be like, yeah, well, no, you're going to have to spend this amount of money to like maintain that status. You are just an asshole.
Yeah, that's the suit is looking at the numbers, right? When you already watering down our liquor, the shots on the ship and don't taste like the shots at the ports, for sure. So you're doing that. You're closing the clubs early. You're already doing that. You took the midnight pizza away and gave us that crappy buffet with the hard pizza, right? So you made changes. You made changes that people already don't like. You already made it so that I like the different variations of the club music, like 70s night one night, 80s night one night, 90s night and one night, top 40 one night, and then usually the last night they do like a all hip hop and R&B party, right? I do like that. But what they did do, what they did also include is they give the kids a prom night. So the club is not even open to the adults. And I don't like that.
Okay.
They're not old enough to be in there. Send them to the kids club and let them have a party in there.
I didn't even know they did that. When did they start doing that?
They did it on. They do it on 7-day cruises and longer. They have a night. They have a night where this is 17 and under prom night.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, yeah. No, I mean, the kids, they got their Club O2 and everything else like that. They could just stay up in there.
Yes.
And obviously, I'm a high school teacher, so when I'm getting on a cruise ship, I'm trying there's don't get me wrong. There's some high school kids I love, and they're mature beyond years, and they're like cool. And I've met a few of them on the ship, and I'm just like, damn, why can't I teach you? You know, like, why do I get everybody but the version of you? You know, like, my student, like I would love it. But honestly, I mean, you do see on Carnival, you'll be trying to like walk down the stairs or something, and there's like a whole damn pack of teenagers sitting on the damn stairs.
That's right.
And you're just trying to walk down the stairs, and they look at you like you're the problem.
And then the kid,
how do you dare ask us to want to scoot over and make a little path for you? This is our staircase.
Yeah.
You're trying to walk down the stairs. How dare you?
How dare you?
And their ice cream cups and everything else just all over the stairs and all. Like, come on. Like, that's the type of stuff that like I'm trying to go on a vacation to avoid. I don't want it like right up there in my face, you know.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I need to give you some other things that I feel like they were slacking on. For instance, I remember at one point in time, because we've been both cruising with Carnival. I've been cruising with Carnival for about 11 or 12 years, right? I remember at one point in time, they used to have security standing at the Serenity Deck, and they was vetting the people coming in. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. So you can be up there having fun, and there's some kids in there, and we ain't supposed to be all adults, but you got some 16, 17-year-olds coming to get in the hot tub. You're like, man, come on. It just ruins the mood.
I mean, I haven't noticed that so much, but I don't get up to the Serenity Deck as much as I would like to.
Yeah.
But I have seen that, like back on some of the older ships, like when they had the back tides pool, it was listed as 21 and over, and then there'd be some kids going back there, and there would be a security there. Yep. And then there'd be a kid, and it's just like I'm just like looking over at the security. I'm like,
do something.
Like I don't want to be the person to go up and be like, hey, you know,
this is 20.
There's some parent that's happy that their kid's scuba diving and kicking people's water in the face as some adult. They don't care.
They don't care.
Like, I'm not getting this pool or hot tub at some point. Are you gonna like? You see this kid? Like, are you gonna do something? You know?
and they don't do anything. And you know that still to this day, that pool is listed as a 21 and older pool. Still to this day, I haven't seen it that way in ever.
Well, I know you were in the Army and everything. Did you ever go to Europe or anything like that?
I did. Yep, I did. Kaiserslautern. Yep.
Very cool.
Yes. So Korea.
Cruises. Have you done any cruises over there?
I did not. I was doing other bald-headed hoe shit.
Oh. No, I mean, I did one Mediterranean cruise, and I booked one. I booked actually two 10-day back-to-backs on the Carnival Sunshine for late June, mid-July on the Carnival Sunshine. I guess it's over there doing a dry dock or something, but then it's going to stay over there and do Europe. But I mean, it's doing like Croatia, it's doing Rome, it's doing Malta, it's doing like all these crazy Pompeii.
Yes.
Turkey.
I'm saying 2027. I'm leaving from Barcelona for my birthday.
Yeah,
I'm going to Barcelona.
That's where we're leaving from. You might be. You booked a cruise there?
Yeah. October 2027. I'm leaving from Barcelona.
Okay, so we're like late June and July or whatever. But yeah, no, I mean, that is one thing I'll say about Carnival is like sometimes they have those European cruises and they'll be crazy cheap, or they'll do transatlantics and you're just like, damn. Like I could go over there and just cruise back or something. I haven't done a transatlantic yet. I still want to do one of those, but it's they always usually do the transatlantics during the school season. So until I retire from being a teacher, I'm not going to be able to do one of those. But yeah, I'm like pumped already. It's not even this summer yet, and I'm already excited about next summer because I'm going to do those 20 days over in Europe. So
now let me ask you this, right? Because we do cruise a lot. So what advice would you give to somebody, or what would you tell somebody who was reluctant to cruise? Like I don't want to be out there on that water, blah blah blah. What kind of encouragement would you give them?
Yeah, so that I do that a lot because I talk to a lot of people that are like that, and what I always tell them is like, look, you think you're going to be on a boat? You're not on a boat. That's why the captains get mad when you call their ship a boat. Because a boat will, you put that in the water and a couple little baby waves will get that swaying side to side. But you go on a ship that can hold 8,000 damn people.
Yep.
Trust me, a little couple waves isn't going to get that boat going like that. It's not going to get that ship going like that. Like, nope. And I want this to happen so bad. I always tell people, I'm like, look, I believe like if you took, a group of people, say a dozen people, and you blindfolded them or whatever, and you walked them on a ship, and then you blindfold them and you walked them into a couple different hotels or whatever, and then you said, okay, what am I on? Are you on a ship? Are you in a hotel? Where are you? Like if you walk them into the center of some of these ships and there weren't any windows close by or anything like that. Maybe you just saw the atrium lobby or something like that, and looked up and they saw the skylights up there and the glass elevators and things like that. It's like, what are you? Are you in a hotel? Are you on a ship? Where are you? Yep. I bet most people would say, oh, this is a hotel for sure.
Yeah.
No way, this is a ship. And that's what some people that have never been cruising don't realize is like the last cruise is a perfect example. My day 3 video that I just released, we were in Grand Turk, and I shared the video, and I'm like, you know what? I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm like, it's the morning of day 3, and this is the first time I've been on an upper deck. I've been on deck 6, 7, 8 the first 2 days of this cruise because there's so much to do on the ship.
Yep.
I didn't even get up to the upper decks or whatever.
Yep.
So it wasn't until the 3rd day that I even got on a deck where I was outside. There was so much going on.
Especially if you do like the Jubilee, the celebration. You go up there to like the Lido deck. The Lido decks are small up there, but you go to the Lido deck, maybe get some food or something, or you go to the Serenity deck. Serenity deck is huge, but you spend all your time on like 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Like really.
You got like 4 bars down there. Yep. You got the 2 different theaters down there. You got the casino down there. You got all
piano bar, the atrium, pig and ankle bar. You have the Heroes bar.
You got all that stuff down there. Like you don't even
pools.
You got a pizza place. You got a deli. You got Emerald's Bistro. You got so much stuff going on. You got theater, you got a piano bar, you got comedy clubs. It's like you don't even need to go to the upper deck, to the pool, anything else like that.
Nope. And yeah, I would say definitely like the piano bar. You have the library bars. You have like a ton of stuff. The Limelight Lounge. They have bingo, everything. Family Feud. The shows are good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the thing. So like, and then to add to that point, so a lot of people are afraid. They're like, oh, I'm going to be confined. Are you kidding me?
No, absolutely.
You're not going to be confined. Like it's like a Disneyland for adults. Honestly, there's no confined about it. Like you're going to have so much to do. It's honestly like, Daya, to your point, like the XL class ships, there is so much to do. You can't possibly do it all in 1 week.
You cannot. So I'm gonna tell you,
an XL class ship, you need at least 2 weeks to be able to do everything that's available to you on that ship.
On the celebration, I did not find Guy's Burgers to our very last night. And said we were headed home, and that's when I found Guy's Burgers. I didn't find the bar, the pool outside by the Ties bar right there by the picnic in the Heroes area. I didn't find that till the last day, and I've been on that ship twice, and I still haven't discovered everything.
Yeah, no, and you know what? To your point, same. Like I always tell people whenever I go on an XL class ship, the first thing I do when I get on the ship is go to Shaq's Chicken. Yep. For whatever reason, we got on the ship a little later. I forget what happened, but we didn't end up going to Shaq's Chicken that first day I got on the ship. And it wasn't, I mean, we went to Shaq's Chicken for breakfast and got breakfast sandwiches a few times, but it wasn't until the last day of the whole damn cruise that we ended up going to Shaq's Chicken for lunch. And I love Shaq's Chicken. Shaq's Chicken on the XL class ship is great. Yes. I get the Uncle Jerome sandwich. It's got a little bit of spice, not too much spice, but I would like it to be a little bit spicier, honestly. But it's got more spice than the rest of the sandwiches. It's so good. And that's usually what I do. But it's not that I didn't want to go there. It's just so much is going on. There's so many other food options, everything else like that. It's like, oh, damn, it's the last day. I haven't even been to Shaq's Chicken. I got to go to Shaq's.
And that's what I like about the XL class ships. Even the bigger ships, the lines aren't as long because of how many food options there are. Mm-hmm. And on the smaller ships, you may be waiting in line forever for some pizza or something like that. But no, the buffet lines may be long on the smaller ships. On the bigger ships, no. Once you start getting above like the Horizon, you start getting around like the Firenze, you start getting like in the bigger ships. Then, Jubilee, the Celebration.
Since you mentioned the Horizon, let me ask you, have you stayed in the Havana area on a Vista class ship yet?
I have not. God.
That's a game changer. That's a game changer right there. You got to book only on the Vista class, not on the XL class. The Havana area sucks.
See, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Havana on Jubilee in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, it's not the same. You go on a Vista class ship, so the Carnival Vista, Carnival Horizon, and Carnival Panorama. You go out there, you got a nice big pool right there, right behind the bar. Two big hot tubs right there. Like on the XL class ships, you got a little pool way off in the corner. It's cold as hell usually. And it's not the social atmosphere that is, like the Vista class. They did it right with the Vista class, and how the XL class screwed that up, I don't understand, because they had to see how successful it was on the Vista class when they set it up that way.
Yeah.
And somehow they screwed it up when they did hopefully when they come out with these new ships, they'll have fixed that problem, but they don't even have a damn hot tub on the XL class.
And that's another thing too. We forgot about that, the Havana Nights nightclub. And you can go listen to live Latino music.
And they're really good. They're really
good.
I mean, if you're of the Latin culture, even if you're not of the Latin culture, I don't care what culture you are. I've gone up there and I've been like, damn, this is good.
This is good.
People are trying to teach me how to salsa and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try. I'm a white dude. So, I'm going to try. Good time. So, yeah, you got those Cuban iced teas up there in the Havana area. Those teas are potent.
That's what I'm saying. Now, this kind of loyalty, how we're talking about Carnival right now, this kind of loyalty, they're going to lose when people experience cruises.
They will, from a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially being, and that's just the thing, like, I'm somebody that doesn't like bad surprises or whatever. It's like Carnival is purposely planning little time bombs on themselves. It's like, so like you already had some bombs explode and some people leave and things like that. When you just announced this program because of how bad it was and how it offended so many people, and people are still leaving. And then what's going to happen, and people keep saying this, is like all the people that are platinum right now, and you mentioned it earlier. What happens in 2 years when the clock strikes midnight and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm not platinum anymore because my 2-year window has expired And now, it's like Cinderella, and now, like her dress goes down to rags and everything else like that.
Yeah. And that's what I don't want.
The mice, the horses, the nice horses turn into mice, and the carriage turns into a pumpkin or whatever the hell it is, and it's just like, are you going to stick around then, when you don't have horses and carriage and everything, or you're going to be like, no, screw you, I'm out. Like, I don't have anything to, I have no loyalty from you, so I'm gone. I'm going on these other cruise lines.
And that's why I'm kind of, and a lot of these cruise lines are starting to get competitive with pricing as well. You're going to pay more for Virgin. You're going to pay more for Royal. MSC and Norwegian start being more competitive with their prices.
Well, I'm going to tell you another one. Margaritaville.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're doing it right. They're doing it right because Margaritaville is recruiting Cookie. Margaritaville is recruiting Matt Mitchum, Schwartz, and all these Carnival cruise directors that people, like loved and stuff like that. They're like, hey, come party with us on Margaritaville. We'll set you up. We'll give you a few bucks, whatever, and like bring the Carnival people to us. And Margaritaville is being smart about it. And they're like, hey, we'll bring you that party. We'll bring you some cruise directors. I got a friend, Cruise with Jen, and she's a little wild and crazy, everything else. She's a content creator like us. And for cruising or whatever. And people gravitate towards her, her and Trevor. And Margaritaville recognized that. And they said, hey, come party on our ship or whatever. We'll hook you up with a nice suite, whatever. And then they're bringing more people to Margaritaville. See, they're doing good marketing. They're doing the opposite of what Carnival's doing. Carnival's pushing people away, and Margaritaville's like, hey,
And then in Margaritaville, military, EMTs, firefighters, everything gets the cruise for free. Teachers too get the cruise for free. Only thing you have to do is pay your port fees, your taxes, right? And you're good to go. So they're doing it right. They're doing it right. And then, of course, their ships are older and smaller, but if the entertainment factor is there, and because me and my friends have been talking about doing Margaritaville for a minute, I said, man, we need to go ahead, try it, and do it, and make up an assessment on it, because it's affordable.
And they got a new ship coming online, the Beachcomber.
Yep.
So they're going to have 3 ships. I was supposed to go on one of the ships around July 4th or whatever, but then Carnival, and that's the good thing about Carnival. They'll give you some great deals. They came to me with the panorama. They said, look, Coach, we'll give you the Havana area and we'll give you drinks for free all over the ship, for X amount of dollars or whatever. And I'm like, damn.
You can't beat that.
I'm going to go ahead and take that deal, like an 8-day cruise doing the Mexican, Cabo San Lucas. I love Cabo too.
Me too.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and have to do that. And I'm going to have to cancel my Margaritaville because they weren't giving me no free drinks on the whole ship or anything like that. So I'm like, I got to take the better deal. Yeah, so that's what I did. So that's why I stuck with Carnival on that one. But
one of the things, Norwegian, for the trip I'm going on to Luna, excursions, and the drinks were included with my price.
Excursions and the drinks?
Yes.
What type of excursions you doing?
I have to pick them, but it's like it's up to a certain dollar amount though.
Okay.
But the drink package was included. Yep.
No, that's the drink package is a game changer. Like Carnival started doing drinks all over the ship, like including cheers, because if you have to pay for cheers on your own dollar for a 7-day cruise for a couple, it's like $1,000.
No, listen,
$1,000 out of your pocket right there. So if Carnival is saying like, hey, we got you, we'll cover that, and I'm like, okay.
7 days.
I don't like your loyalty thing, but
I'm gonna tell you, 7 days. That's what I'm saying. 7 days with 2 people. With me and the chick, they got banned, right? So I did pay for excursion for both of us. It was like $130 a piece, something like that. And we bought a couple things on the ship, right? This was before I was doing cruise cash, but I got off the ship with a $2,200 bill. And when I looked at the $2,200 bill, most of it was drinks. She was going all around the ship buying it up.
Well, that's the thing. I heard you saying that, like you're not buying the cheers package or whatever.
Yeah.
And
never again.
Yeah. Like I always tell people, like, look, if you're the type of person that is going to drink 5-6 drinks a day, then just get it.
Yep.
Get it. Because the other good thing about buying the Cheers package is you have to pay for it in advance.
That's right. Yep.
I don't like that paper hung outside my door the morning I'm getting off the ship, and it's got thousands of dollars on there. For me, $1,000 is because my dumb ass lost a bunch of money in the casino.
Yeah.
But if I could avoid the casino, then it wouldn't be that bad for me. But that's what happens. So
now, look, Coach, we're at the part of the show because we can talk about cruising and everything where I have some questions.
Let's do it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. I hope so.
All right. Question number 1. All right. A threesome with 2 homeless chicks right on the spot.
2 homeless chicks?
Yep, right there on the spot. Or
are there hot homeless chicks?
Oh no, they've been out there for a while, living in the box.
Oh, okay. They can't be. There's no homeless chicks that are hot.
No, they not hot. They missing teeth. They missing teeth. They got tracks, and they been doing drugs.
Enough said. Okay. Go ahead and continue
the question. Right. Or no more sex for the rest of your life.
Whoa, wait. I got to do these 2 homeless chicks,
or no more sex for the rest of your life.
Oh, well, we got to do it. We got to. I'm not giving up sex for the rest of my life.
And with so you go
close my eyes and try to think of something a little sexier. Yeah, gotta make that happen. No, we're not giving up sex for life. That no, man. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. I mean, you're not even challenging me on that one. We got to do homeless chicks on that.
Yeah, got to. All right, next question. All right, for 1 year of free cruises. 1 year of free cruises. You hear me? Would you do a 12-round fight with Mike Tyson in his prime? But in order for you to get the cruises, you got to make it through 6 rounds.
Shit. Mike Tyson would knock my ass out in the first round. I mean, I like to think, I'm 6'5", and I was a college football player, and I still live, I teach strength training. But Mike Tyson would beat my ass. I don't care. Jake Paul, whatever. That thing was rigged.
That was rigged.
I might be able to beat Jake Paul's ass, but Mike Tyson will still knock my ass out. Oh yeah,
because he was
making 6 rounds, so that don't even matter. I mean, I was knocked out before 6 rounds even happened. I'll be happy to make it into 6 seconds of the second round. Sure ain't making it 6 rounds of Mike Tyson, even now.
Even now, because he was pulling punches in that fight with Jake Paul.
Yeah,
he was pulling punches.
Yeah, no, Mike Tyson, he should have won that fight. There was some sneaky stuff going on in that one.
Yeah. See, okay, so, but you'll do the fight though to try to get the cruises.
No, I mean, I'm not trying to get knocked out by Mike Tyson. I don't have too many brain cells left up here. I'm not trying to lose left. Like, no, I'll pay for the damn cruises. I'm not gonna get knocked out by Mike Tyson. He can do brain damage. I don't have much left up here. I gotta keep what little bit I got, going on up here.
Okay. Next question. Ready?
I hope so.
10 minutes in a gladiator pit with hungry tigers, or in a cage filled with horny gorillas.
Damn, that's a tough one. But are we talking about? We're talking about them silverback gorillas.
Horny silverbacks, ready to go.
Oh, no, they'll f you up right there. I'm taking my chance with the cats.
The hungry tigers.
I mean, I'm probably gonna be dead either way, but I ain't messing with them gorillas, man.
Oh yeah, you get violated like that. That's a terrible way to go.
Yeah, no, I'm dead either way probably, but if I had to take my chances, I'm probably gonna go with the cats.
The cats. Okay. Next question. For a free.
I love what you're doing with your hands here.
For a
Does this change anything? Like you trying to get a different answer out of me by doing this? What's going on with
I'm preparing you. I'm preparing you for free cruising for life or Carnival, which is the cruise line of choice. Free cruises for life.
Can I get free cruises for life, like on Viking or something? You know, like the luxury cruise line where you got a butler, or the yacht club on MSC or something like that.
Well, okay, so we can upgrade. You want to upgrade your ship? Let's do
the yacht club on. I keep hearing about the yacht club on MSC. I want to do that.
Okay, so we do the yacht club on MSC. Okay, or let's see. We can do Amway River tours. We can do something like that. You know, something a little bit more fancy.
Okay.
Right?
So this is gonna be a good one.
Okay, so for the upgrade and you get the cruise for life.
I like
it. All right.
I'm ready to fight some tigers. Let's go.
Oh, you ain't fighting no tigers, but you're gonna be fighting something, but there ain't gonna be no tigers. Would you share a cell with P. Diddy during his jail sentence for a lifetime of free cruising?
Well, how long I gotta be in there?
Till his sentence is up.
When's his sentence up?
He got 3 years.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll do that.
3 years with him in the baby oil.
3 years with him and what?
The baby oil. You know what he in there for, right?
I mean, but he ain't gonna mess with me. I can protect myself from him. I ain't scared of him.
They in there drugging people as we speak. He in there drugging people as we speak.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they're not gonna let him have that in the jail cell. Well, I mean, he might be able to get snuck in there to him. I don't know.
I would say, if there are dudes that's out here in the streets getting drugs snuck into them, and imagine somebody with his kind of money, and he probably getting 4-course meals. He probably getting girls stuck in the prison to him and everything.
Yeah, that's true. But like, are we having to go out in the population and stuff?
Yep.
We got it. Oh, so like he can just be paying some people off or something and get shanked.
Hey man, listen. 3 years is a long time to be in there with somebody that has a thirst.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't tell me I was having to go in the population. I thought I was just like,
oh yeah, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be bunkmates.
Long damn time. Well, first off, I don't want to be locked up for 3 years anyway.
No, nobody does.
That ain't worth it. No, I'm not gonna do it.
I think anybody that repeatedly goes back to jail, I got a boyfriend in there.
Yeah.
No. Okay, last question I got for you. Right? If you could have, hold on. I got a better one for you. If you was a survivor of a plane crash.
I love these hands, man. I love
How long would you go before you started eating people?
Damn. Got me eating people up here. See, I have some fun and have a couple laughs or whatever. You got me eating people over here. Well, first off, I'm not killing nobody. They got to already be dead.
They already got to be dead.
Yeah, they got to already be dead. I saw a movie like this.
Alive. It was alive. And remember, it was alive. They crashed in the mountains. And the movie was so fucked up because they crashed in the mountains. And then they went to go look for help. And they walked in the wrong direction. It was a village 10 miles this way. And they walked 20 miles the opposite way into the mountains. Yeah. It was called Alive. Right. And they was down there eating booty meat, fingers. They said, well, she's already dead. We have the fire. They have the meat.
Like, I hate to say it, but if it comes down to you dying or you surviving and the person's already dead or whatever else, you got to survive, right? You got to, like, hey. Honestly, if I was dead and it meant somebody else surviving because they ate me, I'd be like, okay. I'm not gonna be upset about you eating me.
I'm be sitting there. I'm like, man, y'all just better take the thighs. I'll be looking for man. Y'all better just take the thighs. I see somebody eat some booty meat, we gonna have a problem. They gonna have me in the funeral laying sideways because one of my butt cheeks is missing.
The thing is, if I did find myself in that situation, I'm a little bit worried about getting off by some people because I'm a big dude. I got a lot of meat on me. So some people might be looking at me kind of hungry, like, damn, we can get a few steaks out of this dude. Like, he can feed us for a while. Like, like if we kill little Mary over here, she's only 100 pounds. We ain't getting much out of her. We'll be able to eat off him for like a month. Somebody else.
We may be able to last the winter. We could find the two biggest people because I'm 6'1", and you 6'5". It'd be like they would find the two biggest people.
Right.
So you'll see, but how long we can survive? We gonna make it. We gonna make it through this winter. God.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just finished my bottle. Killer triple oaked old fashioned. I think it was about at least half full by the time I started this show. So.
Man, listen, that means you're having a great time.
Absolutely. I got this much left, and that there's no ice in that. That is just straight
old fashioned.
What is this? 80. Is this?
You
86 proof? It's 86, 90 proof, something like that.
Oh, you're gonna sleep good tonight. You want spring break?
Yeah, no, I had to do it right for this show.
Yes.
I previewed a couple shows and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to get, I'm gonna have to get my thing on this one.
Yeah, they come in right, relax and everything. So look, Coach, tell everybody where they can find you at. Oh, yeah, we didn't even get a chance to get into your show. We didn't really get a chance to dig into your show.
Yeah, so like if you are a cruiser, I mean, you go to Coach Cruise. And I mean, that's where you'll find me. I mean, you go to Coach Cruise on YouTube, whatever. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm on Facebook too. Like I got a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Honestly, the Facebook group is bigger. Like there's like, I don't know, 15,000 people on there or something. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest about this. Some people wouldn't be honest about it. I think most of those people are like hackers or scammers, at least half of them. I don't even know how it got up that high, but my group is legit. My group has about 5,000 people on Facebook, and then my YouTube is about 12,000, and those are all legit too. Never buy. Never buy. Any content creator, don't do it. Don't fall victim to buying subscribers. Like you see some YouTube people, and then 1 minute they're like 1,000 subscribers, and then all of a sudden they jump up to like 8,000. Like, wait, how did you gain 7,000? And then you go look at their views, and it's like 112 views on there. It's like, really, you got 8,000 subscribers, but 100 views on your videos? It's like that don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
It's like earn your subscribers, earn your followers. You'll be much happier in the end. I love my cruise fam, my Coach Cruise fam, and Daya. I know I was like looking at yours, and I'm like, damn, this guy's legit, man. He's got over 1,000 subscribers, followers. That's what's up.
Yeah,
like you earn those.
Yes, and you can look at the views. You can see. I'm like, yeah,
so, absolutely.
It was hard work. If you could tell from the beginning when I started, it was like 97, 100, and then I said everywhere I went, I was wearing my shirts. I was bringing people on. Then when I was bringing people on, the interview, they was telling all their friends, and they subscribed, and people started watching because they was watching. And then the caliber and the scale of people started growing for me.
Yeah,
it did. So I was like, okay, cool.
When did you start your channel?
I started on Apple and Spotify in 23, and then my YouTube came like 7 months later.
Damn, honestly, you're gaining people faster than what I did. I started, so like July 2nd will be my 5-year anniversary on YouTube, and I'm trying to get up to 12,000. So I've been averaging, about 2,500 a year for the most part. I'm a little under that this year. It's slowing down a little bit, but I've been, relatively happy. I mean, that's still way above the average YouTube thing or whatever. But the thing is like what you've done, and it doesn't do you any good to get any fake subscribers, fake followers, whatever.
And it helps me out. It helps me because I'm an author as well. So when I'm out doing these events, selling my books and stuff like that, I tell everybody, like, this is my show, blah, blah, blah. That's how I gain on my followers on Instagram. Like, yo, a follow is free. A follow is free. And then they go look at my LinkedIn and see my videos, and they're like, oh, you have this going on? Laugh at the video, then they go to the link to subscribe.
So you're better than me because I'm lazy when it comes to that. I put effort into two things, Facebook and YouTube.
Yep.
I'm technically on TikTok and I'm technically on Instagram, but I don't put any work in them. Mm-hmm. So it's just whatever transfers over to those happens or whatever. But yeah, no, I mean and that's the thing people don't understand is you're right. You can subscribe and it doesn't cost anything.
It's free. Yeah, it's free. Follow is free. That's my thing.
Subscribe, follow, whatever. Yep. If you like the content, help it out. I mean, and if you view and you comment and you like, every time you do that, you're helping out. You don't even have to spend any money. Just hit that like button. Just watch the videos, comment on the videos, and then you're helping us both out.
Yep. I mean, that's it.
And if you share the videos,
that's even better.
Even better.
Even better.
All those things, and then you share on top of it. Then absolutely. That's
even better.
Spend a dime, and you'll be helping.
That's right.
Out big time.
Man, listen, Coach. I'm so glad you came on tonight, man. We talked about the sorry Raiders. We talked about cruising.
Look, I can only talk bad about my team. You can't talk bad about my team because look, the last time I checked, the Redskins, although I do like your quarterback,
they sorry too.
Fuck too.
Yep, so
you can't call my team. If I don't call your team sorry, you can't call my team sorry.
And to be fair, we won 5 games last year. One of them was against the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you beat a crippled stepchild. You're bragging about that? You beat a crippled stepchild. And you're taking points for that?
I would no points needed because I need Dan Quinn gone.
Okay.
He needs to go.
Okay, don't make me bring up Marcus Allen running sideways, doing little twirls,
and just running past everybody,
doing little ballerina twirls, and then running for touchdowns and 400 yards against you all. And
terrible.
Oh, don't make me bring that back up again. and look, I didn't tell you this story. This is what made me the degenerate gambler I am. It's because of the Redskins and Joe Theismann and their stupid coaches. So in that Super Bowl, look, I was young then. I know I'm old now, but I was young. You say you remember that Super Bowl. So My dad took me to a Super Bowl party, and they had $5 squares. And my dad bought me a square, right, to the Super Bowl thing, right? And right before halftime, I needed the Raiders to score a touchdown. And I'm too young and dumb to understand that I have no chance to score a touchdown, right? There's like 12, 13 seconds left in the half. And for some dumbass reason, the Redskins thought that they were going to run a play. They thought they were going to do a play, and that would be a smart idea rather than just taking a knee and just going into halftime because they got 90 yards and they only like 13 seconds to go or something. They decided to run a play. Well, they run a play, and one of my linebackers intercepts the ball, runs into the end zone, scores the touchdown, and that's the reason I won a square. And so, like, I won, like, I don't know, $125, $150 for a little kid.
That's a lot of money, yeah.
It was a lot of damn money way back then. A lot of damn money. When I was getting an allowance for like $5 a week, $125, $150 is like Christmas times 10.
Yep.
You know, and I just jumped up and I'm just like, oh my God, you know, it was like Jack Squirick or something, like intercept, touchdown, and ran it in 12 yards against the Redskins. And that just ended the Redskins' hopes right there. Like
it did. Like why?
Like, why did you do that? That was like the dumbest damn thing. So yeah, that's what turned me into a degenerate gambler. It's like, I'm like, oh, this winning money is easy. Like $5, $125 comes my way. Like, I should gamble all the time. This is the best thing ever.
And cruising is the end result.
Yeah. I get to gamble on cruises and I get to lose lots of money and I get to walk off very upset at myself and like, how could I have lost this much money? And
yeah,
I get such great cruise deals, you know, from Carnival. So that's the end story there. But no, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, we definitely got to do this again, and then hopefully we can get out there on the water, man. I come out there on the cruise with you, man. Let me, if you shoot me your schedule, I mean, I look at and see what I got and try to make it out there with you, man. So we go out there and have some fun. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, like I'm Miami this summer, June 14th through the 28th on the Horizon. Mm-hmm. I'm on the Panorama July 4th through the 12th. Then I'm out to California on the MSC Peosia for Alaska, July 13th through the 20th, and then July 20th through the 30th on the Carnival Luminosa. And then, let's see, Thanksgiving, I'm on the Carnival Horizon again, I think. And then New Year's Eve, I'm on the Carnival Magic. And then spring break, late March, I'm on the Carnival Magic again.
Yep.
Then the summer, as I mentioned, I got that European 20 days, 10 days, and then another 10 days back to back on Carnival Sunshine going out of Barcelona and Rome. So super pumped about that. So that's the whole thing. I mean, there's not going to be much that changes there. So any one of those,
I might just pop up like, Coach.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey, man, brother.
I host a bar crawl on every cruise I ever go on. I always host a bar crawl, so we're gonna do that.
And you know, I am game for it. I am game. I love it. I know the funniest bar crawl I've ever done was we did a custom bar crawl, and then it was I forgot what the other bar crawl was, but it was like some but we did a pajama bar crawl, but they stopped us halfway because some of the girls they had pajamas on, if you know what I mean.
Hey, you know what? I mean, there's pajamas and then there's like sexy pajamas, and yeah.
It was pajamas, and I was trying to get some girls to come to the room. Hey, Coach, we're gonna be here all night, man. Let me go ahead and go because I gotta get this show rolling.
Well, so when is this gonna view? When are you gonna edit this and get it out there?
It's gonna be up on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be Friday at 7 a.m. I'm gonna send you all the links.
All right. I love it.
Thank you, Coach, man. You were the best.
No, I appreciate it. All right, man. Good stuff. Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right, John. That was Coach Cruise Brad Dowling. Listen, this man, you heard how many cruises he said he was going on? Goodness gracious. Man, the man is a cruiser like me. So we shared a lot of like-minded stories and stuff like that. These are the kind of people that I meet every time I go out, or you know, there's like-minded, like to do the stuff that I like to do and all that stuff. Man, I appreciate him for coming on tonight. Man, that was excellent interview. Excellent interview. All right. So now we're going to get into the community events. Community events. All right, y'all. So, the Camp Food Drive, there have been delays in this. There were logistical delays, right? One of the pantries I was trying to donate to said it was full and they weren't taking any more in. So I had to find somewhere else, right? And that's two. And I just got my vehicle back. I was having issues with my registration and I just got my vehicle back. So the Camp Food Drive, I still have the same location, but it is postponed right now until I can find somewhere to drop off the food. I got to find a good solid pantry to drop off the food, okay? Because they told me that I couldn't bring it, their pantry is full. And that's a good thing. That means people are out here donating and doing their thing, all right? So once I get an update on that, I will let y'all know, okay? And that's my community event. All right, y'all. The read of the week. Guess what's out now? Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. Guess what's out? Masters, The Story of Elmer by me. All my copies are coming in this week. And then I have book selling events coming up. I have book selling events coming up in the community in Waldorf. I have them in Waldorf. I have them in Upper Marlboro. I have them in DC, all over the city. Northern Virginia, I'm everywhere. I'm in Montgomery County, Baltimore. So I have a lot of events coming up. And then I'm going to start hitting military installations. At the PX selling all my books and stuff like that. But mainly pushing these new two. Because the Temple Joys comes out in 8 days. All right? So, thank that everybody that has went out and bought my book already. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It means everything to me that y'all went out and purchased my book so far. I looked at the numbers. The numbers, I didn't know so many people cared. Thank you. I appreciate it. But Masters, The Story of Elmer is out now. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And that's my read of the week. All right, y'all. Now, we're to my favorite segment of the week, right? My favorite segment of the week, right? Now, look, I don't know if I should give her dumbass of the week or the old man that she killed. Listen, I understand that as we get older as men, this is a teachable moment, right? I understand as we get older as men, we still like our women young, firm, fertile, soft-bodied, attractive. You know what I'm saying? There's still some women out here that are aging gracefully. But for the most part, that's what most men like. 90% of us, right? We like our women in shape, nice looking, nice perky titties, nice fat ass, stuff like that, right? So this man, 55-year-old man, may he rest in peace, said, I like mine real young. I like going to strip clubs, and I'm going to save one of these hoes' lives. I'm going to make sure that she has the best living she can have. Right? I don't know if I should give it to him or I should give it to her. May he rest in peace, though, so I have to give it to her. Right? He saved her from that strip club she was in. She was in there popping ass for a real nigga. And he saved her from the strip club. Yes, he did. He was doing the Lord's work, saving this girl from the strip club. Right? But the world we live in today, the delusional women that's out here in the world, sometimes that just ain't enough. And this is an example of it. It is not enough. It is not enough. So let me tell you about this lady from Anaheim, California. Right? in there popping ass for all the niggas, making that good money, getting tricked on. Then she found her a sugar daddy, the trick of her life. Said, I got you, baby. You ain't gotta work there no more. You ain't gotta pay no bills no more. You ain't gotta do none of that. Matter of fact, you can move in with me. See, his name was Enrique Gonzalez Carbajal. May he rest in peace. Right? But her at that young age, I mean, her frontal cortex it may be developed, may not be. I don't know what she was thinking, but she had life made. And it just wasn't enough. I don't know what she did to piss him off. I don't know if she had help. I don't know if she robbed him. But she had money when they found her. They found an open safe in the house. And his friends went to go do a check on him because they ain't heard from him in a while. And they knew he was messing with that young crazy ass girl from the strip club. They were spending up all this money, but he didn't care because he was in there putting this barely working meat. It's a nice, young, tender stripper coochie. But that wasn't enough. She decided she wanted to stay working at the strip club. That's okay, baby, you don't have to go back. I'm gonna go back just one night a week. He said, no, baby, I increase your allowance. Imagine this, straight sugar daddy talk. But apparently they were together. So, I mean, she's Mexican, he was Mexican. They were probably together. Age ain't nothing but a number to them. Ain't that what Aaliyah said? R. Kelly said the same thing, but look where he at. But he's not like Enrique, right? So, she said, that's not enough. I want it all. I want the house. I want the cars. I want the money. I want your motherfucking life. I want it all. I don't know how she pulled it off. I don't know what she used. I don't know where she got the weapon from. I don't know how he didn't wake up. Or if he was still alive. I mean, if he was, she may have poisoned him. I don't know. Who knows? But Miss Elisa Lira, 23-year-old stripper from Anaheim, decided, fuck this, I'm gonna take it by any means necessary. So you know what she does? In the heat of the night, I don't know if he was asleep, I don't know if she drugged him and he couldn't wake up. I don't know what she did to him, but she thought it was a good idea to decapitate this man. All the ways she could have killed him, she decapitated this nigga. Cut his fucking head off. Do you understand how hard it is to cut somebody's head off? With a chainsaw, you still got to cut through the spine, right? In Iraq, we used to see decapitation videos all the time. It takes a lot. She don't look like she's a big bitch, not at all. I don't know if she used a chainsaw, a machete, whatever the fuck she used was sharp. But she beheaded this nigga. And they fled to Mexico. When they went to go check, she didn't hide the body, because he was probably a short, fat, old dude. She didn't hide the head. She just left the head on the nightstand. Like it was a lamp. And fled to Mexico. So with this being such a gruesome murder, what you think they gonna do? Let me tell you, what you think they gonna do? They sent them motherfucking feds after her ass in Mexico. Expedited her back, and now she's in California, where she could possibly get the death penalty. I don't know, because California's a soft on crime state. For decapitating the dude that was giving her everything. I don't know if he was beating her ass or not, but something triggered this woman to decapitate this nigga. So, fellas, let this be a learning lesson. All sugar babies, especially us older niggas, all sugar babies ain't really for you. They ain't really for your money. They want it all. And this is a prime example of it, right? So I'm not going to give it to him because he's sleeping well. Because I'm sure he was in there busting her down, made him feel good with himself. But her, instead of being content with the life she had, she said she wanted it all. And now only thing you getting all of is a bunch of girlfriends in jail and a life sentence. And I hope you enjoy it. Because at 23, at 23, would you never go home? You ain't going there find the baddest stud in that motherfucker. Because that's the only dick you're going to be getting for the rest of your life. All because you wanted it all. So, Elisa Lira, you are getting dumbass of the week. Fuck is you talking about fucking stupid? You could be sitting in this house making motherfucking tamales right now. And enchiladas feeding that ass. He at 55, how much life you think he got left? All you do is ride it out. By the time you turn 35, the nigga been gone. You would have had everything anyway, even his life insurance. But no, that just ain't enough. So for that not being enough, I hope the time you get in prison is with your dumb ass. You'll get dumb ass and we fuck is you talking about fucking stupid. Can't make this shit up. All right, y'all. So tonight was another great show. A great show. Next week, I have a veteran coming on. And we're going to talk about his journey. He's an author. And we're going to talk about his journey to what he wrote about. Because it's a very, very deep book. So I'm going to let him tell the story. But again, thank everybody for all the support. We ran a little long tonight. But thank everybody for all the support. For always showing up for me. Buying my books. Watching my show. All that stuff. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And keep coming back. Now, let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah.